I'm Tabitha, and I'm 30. I'm a wife and a mom of a 3-year-old, and I had the gastric bypass September 2015, so 10 months ago. I've always been overweight, but as I was getting older, I started gaining more and more, and when we were diagnosed with infertility, I gained 90 pounds and stepped on the scale and saw 390 pounds and just freaked out. And finally, I think I got that big because I told myself I could do it myself, that I didn't need anybody to help me, and that I wanted complete control. And so seeing that number kind of reminded me that I could not do this by myself and that I needed help. And I have a 3-year-old who's extremely active, and I had a hard time keeping up with him, and he would be at the playground running around and having fun, and all the other moms and dads were running around with their kids and having fun and sliding and swinging, and I couldn't do those things. I couldn't fit at the top of the slide. I couldn't sit on a swing, and I didn't want that to be his memory of his mom when he was little. I wanted to be there, and also seeing pictures of myself with him that were going into scrapbooks, and I was just getting sad that he's going to look back and see that. And so I just mainly did it for him so that I could be there. I was terrified before having surgery. I'd never had surgery before in my life, so I was really scared, but I actually had an awesome surgery experience. Everything went smooth, and I did not die. It went well. I was in a lot of pain, I will say that, but I had an amazing support system at home. My husband, my mom and sisters and brother, and so I healed really well and really quickly, and I was up moving with my 3-year-old really fast. I had a really hard time with the eating from day one, just because the eating's a really emotional thing for me, and obviously I got to 390 pounds not by just casually eating an extra burger. So it was really hard for me. I was mourning the loss of food. I do now realize and get shocked at the amount of food that's on my plate because it's so drastically different, and I'm like, I'm full off of just this little amount. I keep it really simple. If there's something that I'm indulging in because I'm just really want something, I take a bite and I walk away, and just really try not to deprive myself of the little things if that's what's going to. It does me better to take a bite and walk away than it does to restrict myself completely. So I hated exercising. I saw the gym as such a negative thing that I would go in and people would, because I was so big, people would look at me and just be like, oh, she doesn't know what she's doing. And but once I had the surgery, I went straight into a gym and asked somebody for help and said, teach me how to do these machines, so that I felt confident. And now I go to the gym 5 times a week, and I actually feel it if I don't go to the gym. Now it's like just a release, and it's energy. It's so much energy in the morning, and because I'm not a coffee drinker. So I notice if I don't work out first thing in the morning that I am not with it. So it's actually a craving that I have now to work out. So advice that I could give somebody who's thinking about having the surgery or who just had the surgery is to not be afraid to ask for help for the mental aspect, to get some therapy after the surgery. I know it's required before the surgery, but to keep going after the surgery. The surgery does not fix the mental part. It only fixes the physical part of weight loss. And if you're somebody who struggles emotionally with eating, that is the best thing you can do. Things are going great and it all just happens so fast. Like, you don't realize how fast this just falls off and how much it just changes so many things, and it's awesome, but it's fast. At the movie theater, when I go to the movies with my husband, we used to have to use 3 seats because I couldn't fit next to him in one of them. And now I sit Indian style in the seat next to him. Or even as a teenager, I had to wear plus sizes, so I've never been able to just go somewhere and buy clothes without even thinking about it. And it's still kind of a weird experience for me because I don't know what to do, because I've never been in those sections before, because the plus size section is about that big. And now I have this vast options, and so my sister put a desk together, I'm like, as I'm doing it, I'm on the floor and I'm climbing over things and under things, and in the middle of it, I just stop and I'm like, I'm on the floor right now. I'm climbing over things, and I just never did that stuff. And so it's neat to take in the little day-to-day stuff that people take for granted.